Staff and students at Belfast Met are supporting National Storytelling Week. Level 3 Children's Care Learning and Development student Ciara tells us the story of My Problem Is I Don't Know When to Stop.
A short story by Morris Glitzman. My problem is I don't know when to stop. "Oh, Grandpa," said Mrs. Glossop, looking upset. "This sentence is so long." And it's true. I've only got myself to blame. I did completely ignore an instruction from the teacher because, as Mrs. Glossop says herself, full stops are our friends and we must learn to use them. But I ignored her on account of when I pick up a pen in an English lesson and use my imagination, I don't want it to stop. So Mrs. Glossop sentenced me to a week of lunchtime detention, which wasn't that long really, not given I'd be completely finished now if I hadn't asked for another 27 offences to be taken into consideration, including skipping the full stops when I read a book and scratching my initials on Anthony Webster's lunchbox without any full stops and scrubbing out all the full stops in all the books in the public library, which was clearly an exaggeration. So was the lunchbox. But on my last day of lunchtime detention, 2 men in suits arrived at the school and took me off in a car with tinted windows and asked me lots of questions in a very hot room about vandalism in libraries and completely ignored me when I reminded them that I'm a very keen reader and I have my own library card since I was 3, not to mention my own lunchbox since I was 4. Facts they ignored because they were too busy yelling at me about criminal behaviour and then getting me convicted and sentenced to 99 years in jail, which made Mrs. Glossop burst into tears when she came to visit me here in my cell and carry on about how my sentence is so terribly long, except, I have to say, there was something completely fake about her tears, and she had a look in her eyes which has left me very suspicious that the reason I'm locked up in this high security prison isn't because of any scribbled library books or scratched lunchboxes. It's because... Are you thinking the same thing, dear reader? It's because I gave Mrs. Glossop a very long sentence and now she's given me one back. The end.